my name's Tim Richardson. I'm going into my 4th year teaching the audio-video production program for South Bend schools. It's a great program for people interested in not only film and video, but also radio, broadcasting, any of that kind of thing. I've been a filmmaker for many years, doing all kinds of productions, and so I really like to try to bring a lot of creative aspect to the program and encourage students to do their own projects and kind of go into their area of interest. So when I came into the program, there were sort of a few minimal set pieces around that, they had built upon, some chairs and a few walls. We kind of upgraded some of those a little bit to continue to improve the backgrounds and sets that we had. And we had known that for a while there had been even old sketches of plans for like a really nice professional looking new set, and it wasn't really finally until Alex and Bernado were graduating this this past year, we really wanted to go for it, and they wanted to do it as a senior gift.
So we did some computer modeling, and we figured out some different sets. Some looked great, some looked practical, not practical, and we finally decided on one particular design, and it was this one right behind me. And it struck me in so many different ways. It was very portable. You can move it around in different configurations. The whole process, it was long summer days. We couldn't build it here. COVID struck, so we couldn't really get into the building, and we eventually ended up building it at our instructor Tim Richardson's house, and rented a U-Haul, brought it back here, and just finished building it wherever we could, whenever we could, and tried filling in our days on just finishing the set.
What inspired me to be in this program was I actually wanted to be an audio engineer at first, and then we actually came down to the TV side of it, and then I'm like, cameras, lights, action. Maybe I want to be a news reporter now, so I feel like I'm giving back to my community that way.
Well, this whole year I've been really impressed with the work that you all have done in the CTE and the videography department. You've worked hard, whether it's late breaking news or school board meetings or even graduation, and you have all done a terrific job. And so even today's set was impressive and another sign of the outstanding work that you do. Well, it's important to learn in high school that this is what a professional environment looks like, how to act, how to utilize, and how to function, because you leave workforce ready. So you leave with a certification, you leave with real world experience, whether you're going to college or whether you're entering the workforce. And as much as we can make that work experience real, the more prepared you are for the workplace.
It's one thing to have students come to the brick and mortar and take in an instruction type of thing and kind of theorize about where they're heading. Someday I'll be in a job, someday I'll be working, someday I'll be off to college. But the reality for this generation of students, someday is right now. And we feel it's really important for us to have industry informed, industry engaged, and industry partnered programs right within our career technical education programs. So having programs that match what's happening in the real world, very important that we can mirror that, and then also blend the lines between the two so our students are already in the workforce by the time they get out of high school, hopefully.
So I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at the work that went into it. I'm amazed how professional it looks. I'm amazed at the love and care that went into it. What you guys have done to TV, radio, broadcasting, or the media aspect of it is your name is out there, and many people throughout the city know you, and they have connected you to Riley. So when you hear a lot about Riley's success, when I always talk about it's a team, it's not just an individual, it truly has been a team. And the work that you guys have done, from the marches, from the parades, from the celebration, from the school board meetings, from graduation, you all have highlighted the programs. And I think it's going to continue to happen throughout all of our CTE programs with our building and trades, who are building beautiful homes throughout our city. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
For students that want to be in this class but don't want to be in front of the camera as much, we have plenty of things to do in this program. You can be behind the cameras, you can be in the director room, you can be in a radio booth doing live radio shows or pre-recorded shows. Just give it a try. And if you don't like what you're doing there, go to the next thing, because there's so many opportunities you can get in this class. It's probably one of the best CTE classes here in Indiana.
Our program continues to grow, and we are getting a lot of great equipment, a lot of great resources, and we want to increase our enrollment in it. And I just want students who are interested in this kind of thing to take a shot at it. Come out. And it's not just news. So maybe news isn't your thing, but you could do. We've done a late night talk show. We do a filmmaking program. So you go through a film school. We do radio on a real radio station that we have here. We do audio production. So don't come in and just think you're only doing news. We've got a lot of things you'll get to do. We'll continue to do shows throughout because news is news, so it's always happening. So we'll have that undercurrent, but there's just a lot you can experiment with in this class, and so come on out. The more people we have, the bigger and better things we can do.
Thanks for joining us today. We've got a lot to cover today.
Welcome to the Thanksgiving's edition to WETL's News Magazine.
Good morning, Riley High School. It's time for another edition of WETL.
So if you want to hear about anything specific, let us know in the comments. And let's get started.
I'm Alex Almanza.
I'm Cecily Ball.
And I'm John Janiak.
In protest of these proposals, all St. Joseph County Public Library branches closed early last Thursday evening to march to the City Council.